Hello, and welcome to the OAUG Endeca SIG webinar, Insider's Guide to Collaborate 2015. My name is Kirby Lunger, and I'm one of the co-chairs of the SIG. And on the next page, we just wanted to walk through some administrative items about today's webinar because we know people always ask those. So first of all, there are unfortunately too many of you on the webinar today to take all your questions live. But we do want to give you the opportunity to submit questions, and we welcome them very much. So please make sure to submit them in the questions box on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. If you're scared about asking silly questions, don't be. Your name and questions will not be accessible to anybody except the organizers of the webinar. And a copy and the presentation of the recording will be available after the webinar to attendees on the OAUG Endeca SIG website, as well as on SlideShare and YouTube for you. And we'll post on our LinkedIn group and webinar, our website, about that. And then just to keep our attorneys happy, these slides represent the work and opinions of the presenters and in no way represent what OAUG's opinion is about this. And with that, and without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to my co-chair, George Simoji, to talk a little bit about the SIG and what we do.
Hi everyone, my name is George Simoji. Greetings and welcome to our webinar today. Our agenda for today is, first I'm going to do an overview of our SIG. Kirby will be providing an overview of our sessions at Collaborate. That will be followed by a Collaborate preview of Oracle Endeca Information Discovery by our committee chair, Jeff Reed. And then that will be followed by a preview of EBS extensions for Oracle Endeca by our committee sub-chair, Ramesh Kumar. Moving on to the next page. Our Endeca SIG focus is to help everyone on the phone and all of our members and those who attend our webinars and our conference sessions enhance their knowledge about all the Oracle Endeca products that include Oracle Commerce, Oracle Endeca Information Discovery, and eBusiness Suite extensions for Oracle Endeca. Through all of our webinars, we provide a great opportunity for those who participate to get more information and training regarding these products. At our SIG session, which Kirby will talk about shortly, we give everyone a great opportunity to network with other users who are using these products, and also there's a chance for professional development opportunities. In fact, right now we have a spot open on our committee for a volunteer opportunity. Later on during our Q&A, Kirby will display the contact information for both her and myself, and if anyone is interested in participating in the SIG, they should contact her and I. Next page, please. Again, as I mentioned, our leadership committee is myself as co-chair, Kirby Lunger co-chair, Jeff Reed subcommittee chair for EID, and Ramesh Kumar subcommittee chair for EBS extensions for Oracle Endeca. Next page, please. Now I'd like to turn it back to Kirby to talk about our Collaborate SIG meeting. Kirby?
Thanks, George. So as I will get into just in a minute what Collaborate is and does and why it's exciting and important, but we did want to point out that we have twice annual meetings in person, one at Collaborate and one at Open World. And the one at Collaborate is actually this year on Tuesday, April 14th from 2 to 3 p.m. At this session, we'll receive a product update from the Oracle eBusiness Suite Extensions team for Oracle Endeca. And we'll also have a panel discussion with 3 expert presentations, one around OBIA or OBI apps versus Endeca extensions, kind of when to use which one, which I know has been a very big topic of debate on our LinkedIn group and amongst our membership. The second is really Endeca, how to transform data to help better analyze your business. And the third is how to better manage your data stores with self-service Oracle Endeca Information Discovery. Again, a very big topic of discussion and debate amongst our group. So we've tried to pick things that are real end-user problems and partner problems that you're seeing out there in the community that folks have addressed on the team. If you haven't registered for Collaborate, the registration link is in the document and will allow you to do that. So I'm going to take a step back now and just talk a little bit about the conference and what it is. So on the next page, Collaborate started several years ago as an integration of 3 of Oracle's most influential user groups. Oracle's the only very large software vendor that allows its end users to run their own independent user groups, which is wonderful for discussion and debate. It means that the vendor themselves is not kind of in the way. Sometimes it can be a little confusing because there's a proliferation of them as a result. So we are part of the Oracle Application User Group, the one in the middle, which is the largest education, networking, and advocacy forum for Oracle application users. Collaborate, is a collaboration also with IOUG, the Independent Oracle Users Group, which is Oracle technology and database professionals with data architects, application architects, infrastructure architects. And then Quest as well, which is PeopleSoft, JD Edwards, Fusion applications, and Primavera users. So you get this rich melange of content across the whole stack of Oracle applications that allows you to go multi-track if you want to see different things. On the next page, who attends? I get this question all the time, and it really is a unique conference in the sense that you get a mix of both functional people as well as technical people attending, which is a great thing from a team building perspective. If you're considering going and you're a more functional person, it's oftentimes wonderful to also bring along your chief technical architect or database administrator. There's content there for both of you. And they survey the people who attend every single year to ask them kind of why they go. The first and foremost is learning, so professional skills and knowledge about solutions that you're either buying or you already own and don't know very much about. The ability for professional networking and connection with other end users and partners, and really to understand the universe of what's out there from a service and product perspective. And if you haven't been before, I do want to just highlight in your attendance, and I'll talk about justification in just a minute. I don't have a slide on this, but if you are attending, we highly recommend that you attend the GEO and SIG meetings. So the GEO meetings are chapters that are in your geography of folks who have Oracle applications. It's a great way to get to know other local end users. And the SIGs, or special interest groups, are just like this one, product-focused groups that talk about certain technologies and topics of interest. So there's one for everything under the sun in the Oracle application environment, and it's a really good way to network and get feedback on all sorts of things related to your interests and issues. If you haven't yet bought a ticket and you're having a hard time convincing folks to go, here are some of the reasons that we recommend you talk to your leadership or partners internally about it. There's over 1,000 sessions and panels where you can learn. You do get a mid-year update, so Collaborate hits this time of year, and then Open World is in the fall. And this is the official update for Oracle applications from a product development and management perspective. So there are literally dozens of sessions where Oracle product management is out there talking about the latest and greatest of what's happening in their environment at Oracle. There's also a lot of great networking, those SIG meetings, GEO meetings I mentioned, and all the different user groups host receptions, partners host receptions, other customers do meetups where you can really meet with your peers and learn information. There's also a very large exhibitor showcase so you can see who's out there selling what. It's worth a walk through at least. And then there are also some what I would call horizontal subject or interest areas. So there's a wonderful Women in Technology forum, which is near and dear to my heart, people that you can connect with who are peers in the path towards professional excellence in this field. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff to talk specifically about the OEID thing. I missed the punchline here, excuse me. So the one great thing is, where the heck is it? It's in mid-April in Vegas at the Mandalay Bay. So Vegas, baby, it should be a lot of fun. You can never not have fun in Vegas. So that's a nice added perk and an easy place to get to. And now with that, I will turn it over to Jeff to talk about the OEID stuff. Take it away, Jeff.
Thanks, Kirby. Appreciate that. Hi, my name is Jeff Reed, and I'm the subcommittee chair for Endeca Information Discovery. And the one thing I'll mention, too, about the location of it is for those of us in the, should we say, cooler climates who have been experiencing extended weather, extended winter, I should say, Collaborate is in the nice and warm Las Vegas, and that's one of the primary reasons I'm looking to escape from the cold myself right now on it. What I'd like to do is just to take a minute to walk through a few of the key sessions that are going to be happening at Collaborate focused on the Oracle Endeca Information Discovery product. It's a wide, diverse conference with a lot of different areas, so I want to highlight a few key ones that I think would be of interest to attendees focusing on the Endeca stack. Most of them you might notice on here are happening on Monday. It seems to be the key day for a lot of the different Endeca sessions, both for EID as well as DBAS extensions for initial run-through. Firstly, I'd like to call attention to the morning session of the Innovation, Big Data, and the Internet of Things. This isn't an Endeca-specific session, but it more so covers a look at the big data revolution, which is where Endeca essentially fits in along with its brother and sister products. And it's a great session to focus on essentially where the revolution originated from and where it's heading to get an idea of the scope, essentially, of big data. It's the big buzzword we've all been hearing, and again, I try to provide some clarification for it. Additionally, around noon, there's going to be another session that's more focused on the technical side, talking about using Integrator for data loading. And it talks about using the native ETL tool present within EID to bring data within to the Endeca system. I'm a little bit biased myself as I know the speaker personally, but I think it's going to be a great session if you're looking for how do I properly use the different tools available within the system. Following that, there's going to be, actually at the same time I should say, there's another session on big data discovery, which is focusing on the new sister product to the EID system. It's essentially taking a big data discovery solution that's going to be based on top of Hadoop. And this session itself is going to be presented by Oracle essentially as a preview to that new tool stack that's going to be available very shortly. Currently, it's just in a pre-release format, but a great sneak peek to see what that's going to be. Following the afternoon is what looks like a very fascinating actual case study from a customer who's implemented EID. And the focus on this one is improving the continuum of care and quality with EID. What it's going to look at is how to use unstructured medical data. They can be in disparate systems or multiple different formats, how it can be used in an information discovery format by healthcare professionals. Additionally, there's one more session that I'll call out on here that's going to be happening on Thursday. So thankfully, it's a little bit of a space right at the end of the week there. And it talks about how to use self-service discovery to empower business users with data mashups within the Endeca Information Discovery system. Again, I'm a little bit biased towards that session, but I think it's going to be great inclusion within there. I'll also note, too, it's going to be one of the 40 sessions that's going to be broadcast on the online version of the Collaborate session. So if you're not able to actually attend every single day or the complete sessions, you'll be able to view a broadcast of it online as well. In addition to this session, what I want to do was just quickly call out a few different highlights available in the latest release of the Endeca Information Discovery system, and just sort of highlight some of the best practices available with them. One of the things that we've noticed with it is it allows the business users to essentially use the self-service data discovery and data modeling to a more refined degree. Previously, they're able to do that based on what we'd call IT provision data sources, but now they're able to upload their own data sources, either to bring in their own, let's say, Excel sheets or other documents to perform data mashups on it, or to augment their existing data sources with powerful functionality. Instead of having to spend an increased amount of time performing data modeling, building out different schemas, you can ingest those schemas, such as from an Oracle BI server, and test changes to the model or new data sources being adapting it before going back and actually bringing them into your complementary BI tools within the system. Additionally, the latest release gave us a brand new tool called the Web Acquisition Toolkit that allows us to more easily bring in unstructured data. Previously, the Endeca system was able to go out and crawl different websites and data sources, but required a lot of post-processing and scripting to be able to use something with that, and had a little bit of difficulty with, let's say, online discussion forums or other areas where it had to be scripted to pull out data. This new web acquisition toolkit is a licensed version of what we call Kapow software, and allows you to go in and use a graphical tool to create different scripts and workflows for scraping a website. So now you can go in and scrape off discussion forums, competitor websites, government websites, other areas to bring in that data to augment your data sets, and I think it's a really powerful new feature. Additionally, for those that are looking at certification, as of actually January, there's a new certification available for OEID 3.1 that just came out of beta and it can now be taken through Pearson VUE. It's a fully accredited certification from Oracle. In fact, you have to go into a testing center, answer 80 different questions in front of a computer with multiple cameras pointed at you. But it's a certification that is used to give the implementers the credence that they are able to go in and make these actual implementations. And it's a great example if you're working with Endeca to go in and essentially demonstrate your knowledge of the product. And those are essentially three key things that I think are great lessons within OEID that will be covered in some of the sessions on the previous slide you can take a little bit look at later on. And what I'd like to do without further ado is pass it on to Ramesh to talk about the EBS extensions. Ramesh?
All right. Thank you, Jeff. All right, Jeff, next slide, please. Okay. Hi. For those of you who are new to Endeca EBS extensions, so basically, for the people who are working with the Oracle E-Business Suite, one of the biggest pain points is searching. Oracle ERP, like any other ERPs, is a great store for all transactional information, but has very poor capabilities. So what Oracle has done is has taken the Endeca engine and made the search is so very easy for the end users on the real-time data. So basically, it will give a Google search-like facility, ease of use on the transactional data itself. So now the Endeca extensions it's been almost 3 years. The latest release is just released probably a few months ago is a version 5. And Collaborate is a great place to learn all about the product and meet with the great people. And this product is available for every module separately. And it's also, Oracle has done a great deal of making it licenses more affordable as well. So let's take a quick look at what's all available from the Endeca extension, EBS extensions point of view and the Collaborate. So now again, a lot of people have this question about where does Endeca actually fit? How is this different from OBAE or BA apps? So that session on Monday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. is a great place to learn all about that. But in reality, OBAE or BA apps and Endeca EBS extensions are complementary, two sides of the coin. While data warehouse is great to do more analytical information to get the analytical details and what happened, history, trends, slice and dice, the Endeca is help you, the users, to search on the live data basically. So there's no data warehouse involved. It's all real-time data. Okay, but that's the first session will give you more details and kind of a differences. And also, the next session that's going to talk about. Remember, as you said, the Endeca extension. It is not the whole big thing. Like it's similar to the ERP module. You can have Endeca extensions for receivables, for payables, for general ledgers. In fact, there are about 56 modules that are available probably. So the second session is we are going to talk about all about receivables, AR data, how it is easy to query, do the reporting on AR data that you'll find out. And the next thing is, it's a great place to come and talk about, meet the experts. It's kind of a discussion session to see what are the challenges people are facing, how it's benefiting the users, it's a great networking session as to collaborate. Finally, obviously we all know Oracle's out-of-the-box stuff may work 90%, but still everybody is unique. Every business is unique. How to introduce those customizations, changes, so to speak, right? So there's a great technical session that we have to show you how you do changes to the out-of-the-box Endeca mapping. Okay? So Jeff, can you please move to the next slide, please? So great. So here we also have a session as part of the SIG session. We are going to talk about what is available in the latest release, V5, and also what's coming up in the pipeline, what Oracle product management is thinking about introducing the new functionality. You will hear that. So there are people from the Oracle Endeca Extensions product team will be available and able to assist you. So please, when you do come, please plan to attend this SIG meeting. But briefly, we have about 4 new modules are available. As you can see, quality, teleservice, service contract, human resources. For all of these modules data, now it's exposed through the Endeca search engine. And as far as the new features are concerned, there are some great new features are available in the version V5. One of my favorite is to do a global search engine. So it's like whenever you are in the ERP data, not necessarily Endeca ERP extension, for example, because it has its own UI screen, but in any screen, any OEA framework screen that you are within the EBS, you can search so that Endeca will display the results in the search screen. And we also have a quick links. The quick links allow you to do the custom components, and that will make it more user friendliness. And we also have a lot of improvements in terms of ETLs. Now we can schedule concurrent ETLs and as well as more UI components. So there's a lot of stuff basically is available in the Endeca that's part of that V5. So I guess please be welcome to join us and collaborate and make this a great success. So thank you, Jeff. Kirby, it's all yours now. Back to you.
Thank you. So this is just a brief update for you in terms of what we think is exciting and going on at the conference. And Jeff, if you could take us forward just a slide. As George mentioned, we've provided our contact information as well as, and you can't see the links here, but links to both our LinkedIn group and the SIG website. I do see several questions coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and just handle those as they come in so we can start responding to you. So the first one is, how can I get more involved with the Endeca SIG? And George, I know you touched on this briefly at the beginning of the call, but do you want to go ahead and respond to this one?
Yes, thank you, Kirby. As I mentioned, our Endeca SIG is a great opportunity to get people involved in the OUG and, in fact, with Oracle. Through our committee activities, we are very, very much engaged with Oracle product managers in the area of Oracle EBS for extensions and EID. We also get to meet many vendors and customers who have expertise in the Endeca area, and it's a good way to network and broaden your expertise. You can see on the screen my contact information, Kirby's contact information, and right now we have an open position on our board for someone to assist with our marketing, communication, and webinar coordination. Thank you, Kirby.
Yes, thank you, George. So this was an interesting question. How does Oracle Endeca Information Discovery integrate with the Oracle BI products? Jeff, you want to take that one?
Happy to, Kirby. So there is essentially two-way integration between the different BI products. The one important thing to note about Endeca Information Discovery is it's not designed as a replacement for your existing BI tools. It's designed to essentially complement them to provide that self-service data mashup and data discovery functionality that isn't existing in some of them. Within the EID tool set itself, it's actually able to ingest a lot of the existing Oracle BI data sources, such as for Hadoop databases. It could also be Oracle BI servers or other aspects. You can take in your existing provisioned data warehouses into Endeca and perform data discovery on them. That also allows you to do augmentation of them by adding on non-existing BI data warehouses or solutions such as unstructured content, social media feeds, and other aspects to join them essentially together within the system. Additionally, there's a few different BI products that are able to use some of the data within Endeca. One of them is the sort of brand new product that's going to be coming out shortly of the Big Data Discovery solution. Additionally, BI Answers, BI Apps, and EBS extensions all in some way also use some of the information that can be ingested into Endeca. So essentially it's a two-way street. You can leverage your existing investment in your BI solution within Endeca, and again, not every data source would have to be an actual Oracle BI data sources are the ones available to ingest. And also existing tools are able to leverage the power of the Endeca system.
Great, thank you. This is funny. So Jeff, I'll let you take this because it's sort of your hybrid focus here. What happened to the Endeca website search product, and how does it relate to these other Endeca products?
That's a good question. So what ended up happening was the Endeca website or sort of e-commerce tool itself has been rebranded as the Oracle Commerce Guided Search and Oracle Commerce Experience Manager. It's still the same Endeca product, but it differs greatly than the BI version, the Endeca Information Discovery, which is more designed for large quantities of data and very complex queries to derive a lot of the analytics within the different system. The Endeca Commerce product is still in existence and is still designed essentially with a commerce focus, but still provides for some enterprise search capabilities to allow business users to use similar discovery by filtering down to find the products they're looking for, or an advanced search functionality with what we call type ahead and search suggestions and autocorrect to allow users to find the products they're looking for. We haven't really provided a focus of that within our webinar today, simply because it's not really focused on at the Collaborate conference. The Collaborate conference is more so, again, focused on sort of the database and application side. There isn't really any sessions, unfortunately, on the commerce quite yet within there. But we will be hosting a few more webinars coming up focused on the Oracle Commerce Stack. And I encourage you to keep an eye out on our website and our LinkedIn group for more information on those, to find out more details about what's happening with the product.
Great. And, you know, Jeff, I'm going to pick on you one more time here. How is Endeca data discovery capability different from tools like Tableau and QuickTech? They all seem to be kind of bundled under this one data discovery moniker, and I'm trying to figure that out at this conference.
So that's a very good question. I mean, you really are picking on me here today.
I know I am.
That in some ways is actually a loaded question. The reason being is a lot of the different products out there all put the same check marks of features and functionality next to each other. But as we all know, there's a lot of differences behind the scenes in how they operate. The way I would essentially phrase it is Tableau and QuickTech are excellent tools. Some of them are more so what I would phrase desktop-based. So they're more of a desktop, less a web-based solution in some different cases. And they're excellent for some aspects of data discovery. The areas where Endeca differs greatly from it is a combination of that self-service BI functionality that's not present in the system, and essentially how easy I find that you can bring the data into the Endeca system. Again, you can leverage your existing BI investment within EID instead of having to recreate that as you would in the other tools. Additionally, I find that it handles larger volumes of data, more complex queries, a little bit better than those other tools that are out there right now. That's not to say, again, that those other tools don't fit well in the current markets they are. However, I don't really place them in sort of the same enterprise environment as information discovery, both in terms of the power and capabilities of it, as well as the amount of customization and the deep level analytics you can do with information discovery.
Great, thank you. And we've got one final question, which is what other special interest groups would we recommend that folks who are interested in this area attend? I'll go ahead and take that one just as a wrap up. But there are two other ones that have complementary products and focus areas. One is the Hyperion Special Interest Group, and the other one is the BI and Big Data Discovery Special Interest Group. Those are both being held on Sunday between 1 and I think about 4 Pacific time, also at Mandalay Bay. If those topics, so the BI Big Data Special Interest Group kind of touches on and around the Endeca OEID product. The Hyperion group is folded under the larger business analytics umbrella with EPM, BI, and in data discovery at Oracle. So those two areas. And then also, Ramesh, I'd throw out there probably to the GL SIG, now that I think about it, might be of interest to folks if they're looking to do extensions on top of EBS. And I believe that meeting may be Sunday as well, although I don't have that up in front of me. Any other feedback from the other committee members on things that might be relevant or important here?
Yes, Kirby, this is George. Let me go back to Collaborate 15 and make a little plug for the OUG Forum Online. This is something new that the OUG is doing this year. They will be conducting streaming sessions for both the BI stream and the financial stream live to those who are not actually at Las Vegas. And it's called the OUG Forum Online. You can go to the OUG website, the Collaborate 15 page, and get a link to this site, and it's a great value. It's only $295 for over 40 sessions. And to throw in another plug, our subcommittee chair of EID, Jeff Reed, who has recently spoke, is also participating as a speaker within that stream.
Wonderful. Thank you, George. I would have forgotten to mention that. So with that, it doesn't look like we have any other questions. I really wanted to thank everyone for making the time for this today, and we look forward to meeting you all in person at Collaborate and having really rich and fun discussion there. Thanks, everyone, and have a great day.